Look alive, ladies and gentlemen. We are the Millie Goats. It is episode 164. It is September 8th. Happy National Iguana Awareness Day. To all you lizard lovers out there, shout out Lizard Lick Towing. I'm AK. Tex is here. Cricket's blaring. J-Vi's here, full Bills garb.
That's right.
Here in the blind.
That's right. Tex out there in the blind. He's got a sweater on. Are we sweater weather right now?
Hoodie.
It's a little bit chilly.
Oh, no,
fleece?
Stafford.
Is that fleece?
I didn't think he was wearing a shirt underneath it at first. I thought he was...
Temps are touching the 50s.
Ooh.
No.
Holy cow, Stafford.
What
are you doing?
How was first day of dove season?
Ooh.
I haven't gotten mine in the mail
yet. That day, so the week before it was really cold. And when that happens, all the birds leave. So we shot one bird. It was bad. The whole area there weren't many birds to be shot all around. They all moved south.
Conveniently, Tex
Yeah,
does not shoot anything again.
I shot one bird.
Just looking, aren't you? Just out there having a good old time, just enjoying the sounds. Oh gosh, we got Detroit and Los Angeles Rams playing right now. Stafford just threw a pick, which is absolutely hysterical because that makes me laugh.
He does what he does.
That's who he is. That's who he is.
Unless you can tell I'm not necessarily back in, even though I did win the first showdown, I'm not really back into football lineup mode yet because the entire weekend during showdowns, I didn't play a single defense. Normally I'm a defense guy for primetime games.
Defense wins showdowns.
Yes. During primetime.
Well, especially that's the first thing I had written down, dude, was we deserve better today. I don't know if you guys watched, but the Bills game was really good. But
it's always good.
The other games were kind of like.
I don't think so.
What do you mean?
Look at the chat.
The Bills were in shambles.
No, not even close.
We have the shambles meter. We have all that stuff.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what I told another Bills fan today. Nobody overrates the wagons like the Buffalo Bills.
Hey, I'll tell you the most overrated team in football is the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, gosh, dude.
And that was apparent. I've been sick and tired of everybody telling me that the Cleveland Browns have the best roster in football, and they go out and put on a performance like that.
On paper, they do. They have all these accolades, all this talent, but they've always got that, you know? The only person who's ever been able to make them be any good is Joe Flacco the last 10 years. There's
just one problem with the Cleveland Browns, and it happens to be probably the most important position.
Yes, and that has got to be the worst contract of all time.
Yeah, that's up there. Oh, look, Will's here. How about them Patriots? He's a Patriots guy. Game On podcast. They're going to be going at it in the morning. Check them out. They're phenomenal. Somebody else is pissed. I don't know what about. On piss station. Oh man, but yeah, I think we deserve. I was watching the games and I'm like, what?
It took me a second, but I read the name out loud in my head.
So, by the way, we try to win the Millie. We try to do it every week. We play DraftKings contests. Let me just tell you, I will never, ever, ever make 100 lineups again, ever. I'm not doing it. I can't. That wore me out. I can't do it.
It's hard.
Dude, yes. It was tough on golf, and there's only 6 players. If you have to make 100 lineups, holy smokes! Now, can you not do like an import from Excel?
Dude, I don't know how to work Excel. I have to make tables in our document because I don't know how to work Excel. I make fake Excel charts.
That would save you so much time.
He uses clip art.
I didn't realize that.
Paint.
Oh man, dude, we got it all tonight. We got it all. The Bills fans are happy. Texas Cowboys fans happy. My Niners play tomorrow night.
Texas on Saturday looked really good.
We got that later.
Really good.
So we've got all that stuff. We've got a new revamped show. I know somebody. There's a certain Chiefs fan out there that talked to my wife that said, "I can't wait to hear what they have to say about the Chiefs." So we got a little something for you coming up in the headlines, but we need to fix Tom Brady. Tom Brady was a little gun shy, I think. Don't you think?
I didn't hear what game was he calling?
The Cowboys game. And
Oh,
I'm not going to lie, I stopped watching after the first quarter. I was like, this is it. This is over.
Mm.
And I attended to personal stuff.
Dude. All right. We got the rumbles going here. Bryce Young couldn't win a high school, dude. We're gonna get to that.
He did improve throughout the game.
Mm.
His first pass of the first half was an interception. He didn't throw an interception in the second half until his second pass. So he did improve.
Oh, he's better. That's what, 50% better?
Yeah.
Hey, that's why he's gotten all that money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good pick good pick, number one overall.
Yes.
Remember okay, just let Brady. No, dude. Hey, look who's here, J-Vi. Look who's here.
He's
hey,
back.
Buku. Hey, I told Buku. You're welcome. You're welcome.
The boys were hot.
Oh man.
Who put you on the under for Air Force?
Mm.
I rode Buku's over. I rode Texas under. I rode my Boise State minus 20.
We got all that.
Dude, Boise State, that running back, I watched some of that game.
Dude, Jonty or whatever his name is.
Yeah, dude. He's something else, dude.
Brother.
He's something else.
Brother with 6 R's on the end.
He's so good. A person I coach with is scouting him to draft next year in his first round pick.
for fantasy football?
Yeah, for fantasy football. That's how good he is. He's got fantasy scouts out here scouting him.
They said that's his 9th rushing touchdown. I was like, wow, that's a lot. I'm like,
dude,
wait a minute. It's
only
week 2.
He had 6 last week against Southern.
He's good, dude. It's like it's Marshawn Lynch-esque whenever he runs.
He's that's a beautiful football player. I'm not afraid to say it.
And the way he blocks too.
He'll stick it up in there.
Yep.
He'll stick it up.
I saw him twice. I was like, oh my gosh, he's blocking. He's blocking like a tight end out there.
Oh, Vince McMahon in the chair.
Almost had to change my pants.
Dude. Tex, how was first before we get into everything? First tackle football game Saturday. How'd it go?
It was good, man. So we have a bunch of first year players. So tackling right now is an issue, but we scored 2 touchdowns. I'll send you guys a video here in a minute, but we scored 2 touchdowns. Butch. And Butch, who's not here right now, on our first touchdown of the game, which was our first our second offensive play, a kid took it 80 yards, and Butch was running beside him the whole way.
That was hilarious.
Still couldn't catch him.
Thought he was gonna pull a hammy.
Dude, that video was so cool.
Yeah, it was. Dude, he's so far. It was awesome, man. Like the kids got better as the game went on, but we got a lot of tackling we got to work on. They struggled. They struggled with it, and it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. And it's also all those kids' first tackle football game. So
hey, for the kids,
we completed a pass. We completed a pass. 30 yards. Pass went 30 yards after the catch. So
little yak
for third and fourth graders. First game, completed a pass, scored a couple touchdowns. We make some tackles, we win that game.
Love
it. That's not bad for a year one program from the ground up.
That's how build it and they will come. Field of Dreams.
Yep.
Let's go.
Hey,
progress.
Not to knock a man while he's down, but it took Kilgore till year 2 to get his first win.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to have when you guys meet at the coaches convention.
I'm not gonna say that I know ball, but I know ball. Kilgore, if you need any help, call me.
That's right. Dial them up. All right.
Wow, you already trying to leave your program? Dude.
He's in the transfer portal. He's in the transfer.
Pulling Trey Lance over here. Hey, I won a couple games. Hey.
I'm out.
Play anymore. I'm out.
That's right. We got Big Click Energy headlines. Homer Alley. We're introducing a new segment to Homer Alley called the Podium. Why does it say hang the Davis? That's wrong.
What?
Somebody wrote that in there. First of all, it's wrong. We got how dare yous, and we've got the updates on the bets and the DraftKings. So let's get into it. We got the graphic ready to pull up. We only got a few graphics. I dialed it back, boys. You'd be proud. I somehow managed to fit a lot of the games on here. I think unbeknownst to you, but in a very slick way, featuring cool segments. So we're gonna hit the salute your sports because we've got a segment in this next one called Salute to the Scoreboard. Scoreboard salute, something. So hit the salute one. Okay. We got headlines. We're going to pull that graphic up in a minute. I just want to quickly go with the dad joke, though, because you thought I forgot it, but I did not. I'm back. What kind of TV show is Pasta afraid of?
Pasta?
Spaghetti westerns.
Are you afraid of the dark?
You never heard of spaghetti westerns? All the Clint Eastwood's early films. Oh, okay.
No.
They filmed them in Italy because they could find actors real cheap. So in his early films, that none of the audio matched up because they're all talking Italian.
Oh,
spaghetti westerns.
Nope, didn't know that.
What is?
Are you afraid of the dark? Come on, dude. You remember that show?
Yes.
It used to terrify me.
BMO's all jacked up. Is BMO still there? Is BMO still boots on the ground, or is in the car on the way back?
I don't know, but he just keeps yelling, "Go Bills!" Buku's over here. Look at him. Listen, Tex, I'm willing as a youth football coach. It's not about wins and losses, about building character. There you go.
It's about the kids. It's for the kids.
That's right,
dude. That's what we're doing. We are building. We are building a program and making good kids first, and then football players second.
Let me tell you what Tex is doing. He's making basketball players out of some of these kids.
All right,
here we go. We're gonna do some hitting on Monday to condition. We are gonna do some hitting on Monday for sure.
Tex is gonna put the pads on. He's gonna put the pads on. See, let me show you. You and Butch line up, dude. Let's go.
Yeah,
I have a story also. So we were demonstrating a drill, and I didn't know how hard Butch was going to come and hit me. So
he's going 100% every time.
I already know where this is going.
So I was ready. I was ready for some impact, and I leaned into Butch, and his legs came out from under him, and he just laid it straight on his back.
Hey, you put him on? You put it on him?
Dude,
hey, did you give him one of these?
It was. No. I said, "I'm sorry, man. I didn't know how hard you're going to come in at me. And I just wanted to be prepared." It was like
I could see his face because he probably turned his head sideways. It was like hit him right in the solar plexus. I got stop the damn match.
I was bracing for contact, and it was I braced too hard.
Oh, okay. It's incredible. I want to do an honorary one here real quick because I didn't put it anywhere in the show. Number 6. That might have been the worst App State game I've ever watched in my life.
Dude, I'll tell you what, man. When the other team starts the second half with their backup players in, it's just embarrassing.
They were on pace for 1,200 yards after the first quarter.
I just don't know what our safeties were doing. We came out first down, second down, stop. That third down pass that they took to the house. I have no idea what the safety was doing.
Yeah, he
should have picked the ball off.
He was too flat. I was like, that's picked. That's picked.
But I also say that's the difference between playing Georgia and playing App State. It's like that ball, if you're playing Georgia, that ball's picked and taken to the house probably, which is what happened in Clemson last week.
You were boots on the ground there too.
I was boots on the ground there.
You were ripping off some great jokes too about Edge. That was more funny. And then you sent the picture of Kilgore.
Yeah.
Those were good.
I was on fire.
Look, man. Hey, Steps, that's not an AR5 slander. Look, man. The guy can sit back there and throw it 80 yards. No doubt about it. But when he has to throw an out route, he cannot do it. He can't. They're not going. He will cost them games. That's all I'm saying. But heavy steps. He won the. He got $1 in the contest there.
Yes.
Way to go, dude. Hey, you know ball. You know ball.
He's
All
a
right.
ball knower.
Number 5. Here we go. Going back to Thursday, the ref showed up in Kansas City. This is for you, Chiefs fan. You know who you are. Not going to mention any names, but let's just say there was not a more controversial game of football on a Thursday night I've ever seen in my life than when the referees decided they had to insert themselves right out of the gate into the Chiefs with the never-ending false starting by the right tackle pretty much all game long, and then turning around and throwing the flag on Baltimore for the exact same thing. Unbelievable, dude.
I mean, it's my how dare you, honestly. If we want to skip to that part of the show, but it was all week. I mean, it's not just that game. That game was really bad, but it spread into today.
Yeah. And some other things like this game. Baltimore was terrible in the red zone. Every show tomorrow is going to go on tape and tell you all these quarterbacks are great. And this kind of jumps to the first one. Lamar, he was running around. I'll say that. He missed 3 wide open touchdowns at the end of the game. Can people just not call it like it is? They should have won the game.
I mean, everybody wants to talk about how great of a throw that was to Likely, and Likely should have missed it by his foot. Well, nobody wants to talk about the play before that. They missed Zay Flowers wide open. I mean, Mac Jones could have made that throw.
But the other thing from this game is the Chiefs, they got all this speed, and they get the benefit of the doubt. Everybody's saying they haven't figured everything out yet. Here's what the Chiefs are. They're a defensive football team. Call it like it is.
Yes.
They don't have a high-flying offense. They're going to hand the ball off, and Spagnuolo is going to absolutely wreck you on offense. That's the best part of their team right now.
And they hit hard, and they're in the right position. They're a very sound defensive team.
So the other thing from this game was Travis Kelce looking like Uncle Rico. That was whatever haircut he's rocking. That's just not the way to go, in my opinion. So, but again,
the undercut shave look is not,
dude. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
So, oh my gosh, dude, Rumble chat's going crazy. Kind of like how people say Purdy is great. Purdy's great. Look, you're gonna see tomorrow. Don't you worry. He's gonna, for all the bright lights. There's a reason they put him on Monday Night Football, guys. There's a reason they put him on phone. Anyway, the only other thing from Kansas City, I didn't know they made fitted rope hats. Andy Reid was wearing one. I was like, wow, that's cool.
Was it fitted?
It was fitted. Never seen that before.
The sideline hats aren't fitted.
Dude, Andy Reid had on a fitted rope hat. I remember seeing it. I promise you.
Custom made.
I promise you. So.
Idiot.
But
why would he do that?
Yeah, and then of course the toe. And J-Vi is not going to say it, but Bills fans were getting roasted for Xavier Worthy having 2 touchdowns.
Let's be honest, though.
I knew that would get it.
Come on, let's be honest. Look. I'm going to say this with all due respect. With all due respect.
It means nothing. Okay.
Xavier Worthy's touchdowns to me were like when they put the disabled kid in at the end of the game and let him score a touchdown. The jet sweep, a person in a wheelchair could have scored a touchdown. That's how wide open the hole was. And the touchdown pass, there was nobody within 20 yards of him. It was like, coverage. Hey, we got this kid that we'd like to get the ball to, we like for him to touch the ball. Do you mind not playing defense this play? That was like both his touchdowns. I mean, kudos to the Chiefs for setting those plays up, but it's not like he did anything spectacular. I get it. No. He's fast, but
Kadarius Toney could have caught that pass.
Yes. I don't know. 50-50 still there. I wasn't impressed other than he was fast. I thought, dude, call me a homer, but Coleman had a better game as a receiver. as a
Come on.
receiver,
disclaimer here. J-Vi's a Bills fan, and he's been burned twice already by trades.
No, why are you
with the
bragging
Chiefs.
about Keon? The real dude for the Bills is Shaquille. That guy. We'll get to that.
Oh,
we
yeah, but he's not a rookie. I'm talking about like just the rookies.
I'm talking about just J-Vi's trying to like make sure that he doesn't feel
But-
bad about what he saw at Xavier Worthy.
I just
We
wasn't
all know what's
impressed.
going on here.
Wasn't impressed. He was fast. That's
Nobody overrates the wagons like the Buffalo Bills.
What is this? What is Texas burner? The Bills are. We got a. Is that you?
it. Texas has a burner.
I
You have
wish
a burner
it was. I
account?
wish it was me.
Who's
I
Whoever
love
that is, that's incredible.
Yeah,
No,
that's great.
he's not the new Pat Mahomes. No, we're not doing the Pat Mahomes. We're not doing the new Pat Mahomes.
No, the new Pat Mahomes. The new Pat Mahomes is playing for
No.
Nebraska.
Oh,
Was he good? I didn't
Oh
get a
my
chance to watch that game.
Well, I don't know if he's good, but he's like Mahomes' doppelganger or whatever they're called.
Doppelganger?
Duppeldigers.
Texas burner might be my favorite account of all time. It's incredible.
Hey, I love that.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible. No, the rants. I still don't know what the rants are.
What are the rants?
I don't
Here
know.
comes a rant coming.
He's okay. Hold on. Now, all right, there we go. Heavy Steps put a rant in there that says, "Say you love Anthony Richardson, work for this dollar." And then
Hey.
Will put one that said, "Please ignore Steps."
They gave the Texans all they could give them today,
Oh gosh, this
based
is
on the
incredible.
scoreboard. I didn't watch any of the game.
Yeah, it was a fun game. Anyway, all right, on to the next.
Am I seeing a highlight? Is Nakua out?
Yes,
Everybody said he was crying.
he got hurt. He got hurt in the first half.
Okay.
And then he was like, he was all watery out on the bench.
The tush push is broken. That's established. That's the thing I took away from the Friday game. 1, the grass sucked. 2, called the Love injury. That was terrible. And streaming sucks. Congratulations, Saquon. But the tush push is broken. It no longer works. Agreed? Anything else from the Philly game?
Well, I spent like most of the second half into the fourth quarter trying to figure out how the Eagles were winning. I felt like the Packers dominated the game, and I'm like, wait, how are the Eagles up by 4? I couldn't figure it out.
There you go. They just took him off on a cart, apparently. Puka.
Musgraves killed my parlay in that game.
Yeah,
I'm a few seconds ahead of you, AK.
The Packers and the Eagles. I mean, it was fun because but they were missing throws too. I mean, these quarterbacks are rusty, dude. They're rusty.
Well, they don't play, dude. They don't. They're
do
not
play,
playing
they
in the
just-
preseason.
They're
Like
not playing
Caleb
the
Williams
preseason.
found out. Caleb
Dude.
Williams found out today.
That's number 1 today. That's number 1 on the headlines. Let's get to that in a minute. Don't get me started on that. Now, I bookmarked that tweet that I said he's going to be the 4th best quarterback in his own division that made everybody really mad. And I went back and every single comment I put eyeball emojis halfway through the game. Every single one.
Too soon.
I just put eyeball emojis. And they said, "Are you kidding me with this?" One of them said, "Are you kidding me? It's the first half of the first game." And I was like, "You never know when you're going to be right, but when you are right, you got to let them have it."
I bookmarked that one, and the second half of the next game, do it again.
You're just going to keep going back there all year. Eyeball emojis. So, anyways, Philly, that sucks for Green Bay, but they were missing throws too. But anyways, good for Saquon. 3 touchdowns. Topic number 3, headline number 3, Notre Dame, the wrong NIL. Northern Illinois.
Mhm.
That is
All that NIL.
That was a bad look for them.
Woo.
They looked rough, and they lost at home.
Yeah,
Bad all around.
dude.
What's
Northern
that
Illinois
say about
bullied.
Texas A&M?
Do what?
What's that say about Texas A&M?
You know, I already sent out the tweet that said
Mhm.
Notre Dame beat Texas A&M. Northern Illinois beat Notre Dame. The MAC is greater than the SEC. That tweet has already been sent out. So just know. But that was awesome. game-winning, game-leading field goal, then blocked the field goal. We know a little bit about that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
And they had to
good
pick,
for
they had to
Northern
pick the
Illinois.
coach up off the field, which is
Oh,
hilarious.
yeah, he like collapsed. And they picked him.
He's a big man.
Oh no.
He's a large man. They had to pick him up. A couple of them.
So, okay, number 2, Tyreek got arrested. Did y'all see that?
Yep.
Scotty Scheffler vibes.
That's what we were the first ones on the scene with the Scotty Scheffler tweet with the Leo DiCaprio watching the TV, snapping his fingers. Yeah. Scotty Scheffler vindicated. The NFL pregame show on ESPN was insufferable today. It was absolutely insufferable.
I
Because
never watched that.
Look, Adam Schefter just working so hard. Ugh. It's the bit that I was like, they sound like The Bachelor right now. You've never seen an NFL pregame show like this.
I don't know if you know this, but they're both Disney.
Yeah, well, that's Jesse Palmer was probably up in there being like, "Look, guys, you got to talk like this. It'll get the people hooked. Just shut up."
Oh,
Question
gosh.
though. He didn't actually get taken to jail though, did he?
No, not like he's. Well, I think he did. The worst part is they interviewed his agent after Drew Rosenhaus.
Where's
and
his?
He said
I need a mugshot.
He said that Tyreek told the cop he wanted to be a cop whenever he got done with football. It's like I'm just so glad he was okay. He even told the cops he wanted to be a cop one time. I'm like, what is this interview? Why are we interviewing Drew Rosenhaus about the state of Tyreek Hill?
Dude, he's a media hog, Rosenhaus.
Oh, dude, that was hilarious. Oh, here you go. He said his celebration with dude. Yeah, then he went out there and caught like an 80-yard bomb. That was a weird game too. Very weird.
The Jacks let them win.
Does anybody lose a game worse than the Jags?
They'll play one great game a year, and it'll be against the Bills.
They had a great first half though. The Jags did. That was it.
Well, ETN fumbled going into the end zone to kind of put it away.
Yeah,
and the very
then
next
Tyreek
drive,
scored. Yeah.
Yep. Then Tyreek scored. So that one's on ETN. Oh, good call, Blue. Press that. Let
me ask you a question. Is the Super Bowl logo Dolphins green?
No.
Oh, let me check.
Let me tell you something. What does blue and red make when you mix them together?
Purple.
Blue and red, purple.
And the Super Bowl color is purple. Ravens are obviously frauds, so they're out. Bills represent the AFC.
Okay.
You're deconstructing the Super Bowl colors into its Pantones and its color palette.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blue and red make purple.
Okay.
So Bills will represent the AFC.
Did you guys not see this meme I made where it said, "Yes, but who are the Reds?" Oh, that's not what I was looking for, but I forgot about that. That was funny. I'm looking for the Super Bowl logo. I think it's purple.
It's purple and green.
Yeah, it is. You're right. Good call. Anyways, okay. Last piece before we move on. Number one headline? Can we stop with the generational talent? All these idiots on TV, the Nick Wrights, the RG3s, the Dan Orlovskis, whoever, insert idiot who wants to sound like they're being a hot take, generational QB. We've never seen anybody like Caleb Williams. So let me tell you something, dude. I watched that entire game. That was abysmal. They would have been better with Bajan in there.
Well, that's the thing. Like he found out the Bears during the preseason were actually running plays, whereas most teams just run like dive right, dive left because they don't want to give anything up. The Bears were actually running plays, and they were playing against second and third string players. So yeah, Caleb Williams looked great during the preseason, but when he actually had to play against starters, that the defense was actually running their real defense instead of just like a base look, he found out what the NFL was today.
14 of 29 for 93 yards. You know what he was in the preseason? 10 of 20. So he's inaccurate.
Well, we also found out a lot about Will Levis today too. I think he's the only quarterback in NFL history that's thrown they gave up like less than their defense gave up less than 150 yards of total offense and they lost the game.
Oh, I saw the stat. They flashed up the stat about Caleb Williams. He's the first number 1 overall pick to win his first game since 2002. And I'm like, he had nothing to do with that
he
win.
tried to make him lose the game.
They scored 2 touchdowns on special teams and defense. And then I think they kicked 3 field goals.
Yes.
So it was so bad. So let's just stop with that. But yeah, he threw for 93 yards. Wow. Really impressive. So I don't know. But yeah, the Will Levis dude, nobody looks like he's doing more, but is actually doing less than Will Levis. Like he gets up and like runs, and then he'll lose yards, but he'll run over a guy to avoid a 7-yard loss and make it a 2-yard loss. So bad, dude. But anyways, yeah, Caleb Williams tried that little razzle-dazzle nonsense, running backwards, sideways, all that stuff. He lost like 10 yards every time. It was hilarious. All right, yeah, so we got some best defense so far. Number 1, Steelers. There you go.
Never had a losing season.
Yep, you heard that before. That game. TJ Watt was wreaking havoc today. Yep, he sure was. Steps. Okay, that's all the headlines. So now we're going to move to the scoreboard salute. This was just, I don't even know if you guys know what I did here, but this was just, I picked 4 scores that were kind of like, what the hell happened there? Dude, number one, Bengals Patriots. That game was on TV. I watched it.
Yeah, the Bengals couldn't move the ball. They could not move the ball. They looked out of sync. They didn't feel like it didn't look like they were season ready.
Let me ask you this, because I said the same thing about Joe Brady last week when we talked about the Bills, and I wanted him to prove it to me, since the only good season he's had was at LSU with Burrow, Chase,
Jamar.
and Jefferson. Burrow, he's only been a top quarterback when he's had Jefferson, Chase, and now Chase and Higgins. Higgins didn't play today, and he doesn't have Boyd anymore. Is he
saying system QB?
I mean, is he not good without 3 number 1 receivers?
And Joe Mixon, who went off today?
I'm just asking a question.
Yeah, it's a good question. It was
he threw for who does our clips. Is Joe Burrow a fraud without 3 number 1 receivers?
Yes, I think that's a very valid question. Is he a fraud with the new haircut? That's a good question. Was Joe Mixon the linchpin to that offense? People are saying, not us. We're just asking questions. We're not saying. So, good luck to the Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson, absolute monster. He is a monster. That dude is unreal. Good for him. And the second one, Panthers fans, 10 points, and the Saints. Way to make the Saints look like the best team in the NFL, because that was awesome. Hilariously awesome.
Isn't that classic Derek Carr, though? Comes out first couple games hot, dropping dimes, and then the wheels fall off. Yeah,
that's one that's gonna lose people money next week.
Yes.
No.
But the Panthers are bad. Like bad.
Very bad. I mean, I tried to play their defense, and I was like, I forgot their offense was so bad that it completely handcuffed their defense, which is exactly the way that it went. So,
I don't know, man. Their defense didn't look that good either.
Maybe I was just dead wrong in playing their defense.
I mean, look, I didn't think that the Saints were gonna be that good either, and so I thought this was gonna be a little closer game, and I thought Chuba Hubbard was gonna get a lot of touches. So I tried to put him in there in my lineup to like steal some money, and so I could play other big guys. Yeah, that backfired in my face. He had like 3 points.
Burrow means donkey in Spanish.
Hey,
That's good. That's good, dude. Okay. What were we talking? All right. So yeah, Panthers suck. The Vikings, dude, is Sam Darnold the MVP?
I think the Giants are that bad.
Are they that bad?
I think so.
I didn't want the two
Yeah.
games I didn't have on were the Steelers and the Falcons and the Giants and because I don't care.
What were the Giants even wearing today?
Dude, they're wearing their throwback unis. They look like the Montreal Canadiens. So-
That was bad.
That's all they got. Jersey
Anyways,
gimmicks.
Aaron Jones scored. Giants suck. And then the game that I completely blew my mind. I thought the Falcons would crush the Steelers, but I guess the Falcons suck. Or is the Steelers defense that good? That's what everybody keeps talking about. So
I think the Steelers defense is good. I mean, they're usually always pretty good, but I think the Falcons aren't as good as everybody thinks they were. Falcons are kind of like the Browns. Like everybody just hyped them up because of their roster. But they got like older, I don't know. Kirk Cousins is old and he just got an Achilles. When does Penix come in?
Dude, I don't know, but Cousins lost a 1:00 game, dude.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't happen.
No.
I mean, usually Cousins is.
Where was Drake London today?
Usually he's Mr. 1:00.
Bijan.
Oh,
absolutely killed me.
Yeah. Or like be gone. Be gone, Robinson. You get it because he wasn't there.
I got it. I mean, he didn't have a bad game, but he just didn't score a touchdown.
Kyle Pitts caught a touchdown, dude.
Yeah.
How about that? Anyways, scoreboard salute. Salute to these games that made us just be like, what happened there? Oh yeah, the Falcons defense. I don't know if it was their I didn't watch it. That was one of the games I didn't watch it. The other ones I was ready to go. But anyways. Okay. That was scoreboard salute. Another fun game. Texans Colts. Awesome game. FYI. Except for Anthony Richardson is exactly who you think he is. He'll make a play that makes you go, wow. And then he'll make a play that's like, what? Why can he not complete a 5-yard out route?
Like watching Josh Allen when he first came in the league.
Oh, dude, no. I don't think he's Josh.
And a little bit now.
Yeah. Okay. Now it's time to talk about our teams. The Bills, the Cowboys. DYLON's not here for the Vikings. But, we're going to unveil our segment. The shambles-o-meter will be next. So let's hit the football drop.
Football? Yay!
We make all our stuff in-house. We don't need a fancy graphic designer. Okay. Before we get to the podium and let everybody, grease up their teams, let's get to the shambles meter. I don't know if any of you have seen this. Butch is here. What's up, ButchP?
What's up?
Okay, shambles meter. Here it is. Number picture on the screen has the shambles meter. If you're close to the red, like number 4 or number 1, your RG3 croissant face. Here's the shambles meter after a couple of weeks of football. Panthers are number 1 for obvious reasons. Number 2, all you Caleb Williams fans that are really mad in our Twitter comments that we said that he stunk, and turns out he threw for 93 yards. Number 3 is Notre Dame. They are definitely in shambles at this point. Number 4, the Buffalo Bills. Any rebuttal, J-Vi, you have the floor.
I don't know how the Bills are in shambles. They're 1-0. They covered -6. I mean, they looked great other than the first half, but it was the first time they'd all played together. New defensive coordinator calling plays. He got the jitters out. I mean, honestly, once I got home, because I was watching the game in the car while we were driving back. Once I got home, sat in my spot, we turned it on. We did what we were supposed to do. We won the game.
Kids like it?
Yeah.
So you had son. He was decked out.
For the kids.
Anything you change on this list?
Yes, the Bills shouldn't be on this list at all.
That's what the committee came up with.
That's what you came up with.
No. The
I mean,
committee.
I don't disagree with him being on there at all because every Bills fan was worried this is the year that we go less than 10.5 wins,
Mm-hmm.
which I still
Bills.
have. Yep, 2 Bills drives.
We're not worried. We're not worried.
I don't know.
We do this. We play like this. Like, what did I say I wanted to see happen for week 1 other than a win? I wanted to see them make it look easy because every single game that we play and win, it doesn't look easy. So I wanted to see it, and we couldn't do it.
Okay.
Nope.
And
All
no,
right.
Josh Allen
Okay.
did not throw an interception. He did fumble in the first series, but
They
that's what
tried-
you get with him.
You thought
you're
you were
gonna
at
have a turnover. He has the most turnovers the last 2 years out of anybody, but you know what you're going to get because he's going to give you 4 touchdowns. You couldn't
That-
expect the turnover.
but you knew that you thought you were in the out of the weeds, and then they returned that kickoff for a touchdown. It was like they finally got the game.
That's my other how dare you. I was kind of on the fence about this new kickoff. I despise the new kickoff.
He's mad, dude.
I despise it.
He's mad. Oh, BMO reporting from the game. Oh, how about our guy putting an absolute seed into the wind?
Yes.
They're a 48-yard net. Heard the players were shocked how loud Bills Mafia was all day. You were there.
Hey, loud
You're
on
there.
their feet.
Butcher text, anything else on the shambles meter? We will update this every week.
I don't see how the Niners got off of this
The
shambles
Niners are
meter.
the only team that hasn't
they-
won a game yet. They should be on the shambles. They're the only team in our group of friends that hasn't won a game yet.
That's because they're on prime time.
I can tell you that AK is shaking in his boots right now with this game tomorrow. He's shaking in his boots.
Nope.
Yeah, you
Couldn't
are.
be farther from the truth, buddy.
I can hear how nervous you are right now.
Nope.
Oh, so you're
Why's your voice
overlooking the
breaking?
Jets.
No, we're
Wow.
not.
Wow.
No, we're not overlooking the Jets. What we're doing
Oh, you're
is
shaking
acting
your boots
accordingly
then.
and appropriately. It's a business decision. It's a business trip.
So you're
This is
getting out of the way.
He's getting
This
out
is
of the
So
way.
you're
of the
getting out of
Jets.
the way.
Is
I'm
McCaffrey
not-
playing?
I'm not
Yes.
gonna lie. I took the Jets tomorrow. I took them.
You're an
Wow.
idiot. You're an idiot.
What's the
We
line?
didn't even add a segment. Okay, that's okay. All right. We're
Hang on,
learning
let me look
here.
it up. Let me look
We're
it up. I'll
looking.
tell
We're
you,
learning
J-Lo.
here. Anyways, that's the shambles meter. Panthers, Caleb Williams fans.
We're learning.
I cannot wait to hear all these idiots try to spin Caleb Williams into not telling him that he sucked, because he sucked. Balls getting batted down, all that stuff. It was all the arm angles he tried to do got swatted at the line of scrimmage. I was laughing so hard. But yeah, Panthers, Bears fans, or Caleb Williams fans, not Bears fans, Caleb Williams fans, Notre Dame and the Bills, number 4, round out the shambles meter.
Did they
Okay.
win though?
Bills
Who?
won in convincing fashion.
Did
Who?
the Bears win?
The Bears
No.
did win.
Yes, they did win. Their defense won.
Yeah, their defense scored 2
Yeah,
touchdowns.
I saw that.
Okay.
Yeah,
They put up the graphic, dude.
Hey.
At the end, they're like Caleb Williams' first number 1 pick to win
I
since
saw-
2002 in his first game.
Hey, I
look,
want-
look.
I want you
Hang
guys
on.
to know. Look, I got a parlay. I got a parlay open right
Oh
now.
my gosh.
Chargers, Cowboys, Buccaneers, Lions, Jets. Plus 1963. Looking
Did
pretty
you
good right now.
Mm.
But did you see Will Levis throw that hose to the defense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Little option pitch there.
Yeah.
Just a little flick of the wrist. What an idiot, dude. What an
Like
idiot.
what are you doing, man?
So dumb. Okay.
Oh.
Here's what we're going to do. I don't know how to do this, J-Vi. Do you know how to do this? Where we put all 3 of us on one side and then whoever's on the podium goes to the middle? Because it's
I can-
podium time.
I can change it. It'll take me a second to figure it out.
There we go. That's good. Looks
But
like
I
the
don't know
Bills
how to change it though. Like it's always going to be. Oh, I guess I could edit it.
Yeah, that's fine. You're on the podium right now. You will get 1 minute to talk about the Bills. Go ahead. I mean, you've done.
Well,
go
I
ahead.
mean, I kind of already touched base on what I wanted to say because you made me defend myself when you put it in the shambles meter. But the Cardinals' first drive of the game could have possibly been the worst roughing the passer call I've ever seen in my entire life.
That's where you're going to start. Sorry, okay.
That extended the drive. So they shouldn't have scored on that one. We should have got a stop off the field. But we started late. We didn't get a lot of pressure on the quarterback in the first half. No contested catches in the first half. But then we lit a fire under our ass. Josh Allen got rolling. Shakir got rolling. And we played a perfect game in the second half. I mean, look at these stats by Josh Allen. MVP for performance. The crowd was shouting MVP the whole game. He was 18 of 23, 2 touchdowns in the air, 0 interceptions. He 9 carries for 39 yards and 2 touchdowns running. Hurdling guys to get in the end zone. Our guy, rookie, the first player ever in history to play in a game with 12 men on the field legally. So he's in the record books. He also did a good job punting
5 seconds
today.
before we can butt in.
He also did a good job punting. But it was just a dominant performance. MVP Josh Allen, he wrapped it up, put it in the books. Give him the award already.
All right, Tex.
And Von Miller got a sack. First sack since
I did see that.
2022. We're back.
Tex, floor's open for questions. Go ahead. Do you want to go first?
After watching this game, how nervous are you about the Dolphins?
I'm not nervous at all about the Dolphins. We've owned the Dolphins.
It's your season. It's your season.
Season on the line?
Your season is.
We've owned the Dolphins.
This is a can't lose.
I'm trying to figure out
what's going on here.
It's right there, dude. That's all you got to do.
I'm trying to get it to where
look, he's trying to confuse us with his tactics.
Talking.
I'm not even looking at the screen. Okay, I'm back now.
Yeah, he was moving us all around, trying to play mind games with us on the screen, so we wouldn't ask any more questions.
I'm saying, the Dolphins look good in the second half.
The Bills looked better in the second half.
The entire game.
I don't know, man.
By that.
I don't know, man.
Look, I'm going to tell you this right here, and I've said this before, so it's not like I'm saying something that could be a jinx. Tyreek Hill hasn't had a 100-yard game against the Bills in like 8 games. The last 8 games we played him.
Why would you say that?
Because I'm knocking on wood.
Screenshotted.
And I've said it before.
No.
I know.
And I've said it before. Tua is trash.
Oh my gosh.
Tua is trash.
He's about to go for 300 on you guys.
Dude,
now.
Tyreek, he's gonna get arrested before.
Hey, going down the sideline.
Yes.
Why
is there balloons on your screen?
Why is there balloons right there?
Oh my god!
How did that just happen?
Rousseau was a freak.
The way the Bills defense is set up, is number one receiver is not going to beat you. It's going to be a slot guy, tight end, running back out of the backfield that's going to dink and dunk you down the field. Like Marvin Harrison didn't have any catches. He had 1 catch today.
One. He was wide open on a play late. He was wide open.
That would have been a house too.
That's what you see with those quarterbacks that like to run around. They miss dudes all the time. It's infuriating. Bill started blitzing in the second half to take away Murray's running lanes, and it shut them down. That's how you stop the quarterbacks that like to run. You just don't get upfield. It's like literally the most simplistic thing ever.
It could have been Moore's because he was on the ground, boots on the ground.
I'll tell you.
Take away his running lanes too.
Yeah.
James Conner's a beast.
James Conner is a freak show, dude.
I've been telling y'all that. I told you that last year too. He's a beast. But where we do have a problem is
your tight end didn't show up.
No. Darren Williams.
None of them showed up.
Is not very good at linebacker. And we look bad at linebacker today. I mean,
I tell you, you look good at linebacker today.
Tackles, but Darren Williams
overshot.
And Taron Johnson going down in the first series, and we run primary nickel defense. He's a leader on our defense. It's like, again, we start the year losing our best player on defense, similar to last year. It's like we got to figure it out with these other guys. We got a long way to go on defense, but we stepped up in the second half and played good.
Summary
think-
of J-Vi's Bills is that it was the refs' fault to start, and then we're already blaming injuries. So he's blaming injuries and the
Look,
refs.
you know me. I'll be the first one to say this too. The Bills got a lucky roughing the passer call too. And I believe that it was a total makeup call for them blowing it in the first half. But the one they called against the Cardinals when they sacked Josh Allen, that was a terrible call too. That's what I was saying. The refs all weekend, the whole first week inserted themselves into the game. It's like, hey, we got new rules. Let's make sure we call them all so everybody knows them. And
Okay.
it's just like,
This is really early in the season to be talking about the refs like this.
I'm saying for every team.
The Bills.
Every
You didn't even
time.
get through the
Bills-
game, dude. The
the
first
Bills-
text he sent
the
about
Bills-
the game was the refs.
The Bills are really in shambles if he's complaining this bad.
That's what I'm saying. That's why they're on the list.
I'm saying the refs for everybody.
Is T-Bass back? That's a big question.
Well, that was another thing that I said is like it's very unfortunate for T-Bass because he had a good game kicking field goals.
Mhm.
Good game. But this stupid new NFL kickoff rule completely screwed him, especially
I don't get it.
for a
Jeez,
team
dude,
like the
again,
Bills.
Again
Well,
with the rules and the refs.
they're trying to make
Wow.
stupid rules, but for a team like the Bills who play in the win and actually play outside, don't play in a dome like the Cowboys,
Jared
the
Goff,
Vikings,
14 games in a dome.
you're dealing with win, and like today,
Or when you travel to Detroit.
hey, not anymore.
Blue, you need to get some sleep, dude. Get some sleep. Get some sleep.
But
Come on.
he had two kickoffs. One got taken back, and one went out of bounds. It's like it's unfortunate that those happened because he had a really good game kicking the ball. Other than that,
Okay. All right. And here's another Bills Stan talking about the refs. I mean, it's unbelievable. Y'all are you're the new Saints.
Facts are facts.
You're the new Saints. Who
Facts
is
are
running the
facts.
football here? Holy moly. Anyways. Okay.
Oh,
Bills are done. And Cowboys, you're on the clock for your minute. You two can talk about whatever you want about the Cowboys. Your time starts now. Uninterrupted.
Go ahead, Butch.
pretty just solid performance. Play a road game against a last year playoff team. I still think the Browns are pretty solid. I mean, but hey, Zimmerman, like I said, came in, took over Dan Quinn's defense, fine tuned it even more so, and Overshawn came in there and shined out. Linebacker. I don't know. I mean, you had $38 million CD Lamb making plays. Dak still can make some throws there. I'm like, they just paid you. You need to make that throw now. It's like one of these. Like, all right, you got to make that throw. You know. But other than that, I mean, collectively, they look pretty sound. It's hard to win in the NFL, especially on the road. So
Yep.
hey,
I
that's one.
would say that of the four teams that we root for on this show, they probably look the best of all of them.
They
Well, you
played the
can't-
Browns.
All the information is not
Was
in
the
because the
playoff
49ers
team
are
last
not.
year?
The 49ers
Last
haven't
year.
played.
They looked the best of all the teams on this show for sure.
The 49ers have not played. By the
They
way.
looked the best of all those teams on this show.
Niners are the only team without a win.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
tune in
how does that
tomorrow
make you feel
whenever
like,
when all your teams are playing in stupid 1:00 slots. The Niners were the first Monday night football game, like true heroes.
Cowboys were the first one last year.
We were the
Bills,
game of the
Bills
week.
were last year.
We were the game of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Game of the week.
great. Sandwiched in between the Chargers and the Raiders.
We're the first
And
Thursday night
which
game
nobody was watching. Nobody was
on
watching.
Amazon.
Everybody was watching the Cowboys because they were the best team today. They're the best
Let me-
team
okay.
of all the teams on the weekend, including Monday.
The stage is now open for questions. I'm just going to ask: are the Browns just bad?
No,
Yes.
they're a good
What-
team.
They're not a
No,
good
they're
team.
not.
They're not a good team. They stink.
They're one quarterback away from being a good team. On paper, they're one of the best teams in the league.
Okay, we're playing paper football here. I just
think,
want to know.
Look, here's what I think. I think that the media hypes up whoever the Cowboys are playing to be a good team, so makes the Cowboys look better, like the Browns. And then when they play the Saints next week, they're like, the Saints look great today. The Saints were awesome today.
The Saints
did
look good today, though.
Cowboys.
They did, though. The Saints look good today.
They played the Panthers.
They played the Panthers.
Did you see Taysom Hill? Dude, it was
the Dallas Cowboys are the SEC of the NFL.
They are.
Don't
play
destroy
no
the Panthers,
conference.
then the Saints are terrible. If the Saints destroy the Panthers, they played the Panthers, so it's
and they already beat the
don't
Panthers.
sit here on this show in this mic and tell me that the Panthers are formidable. They stink.
Yeah, but the Saints destroyed them.
Let me ask you this. Do you think, well, two-part question. Part one, do you think the Cowboys extended Dak because of the performance that Dion and Shador Sanders put on against Nebraska? And two, do you think how are you going to change your mindset about Dak being your quarterback? Because y'all don't like Dak.
Let's hear it. You didn't mention that at all.
Hey, it's our
Never said that.
That's my quarterback.
You going TO on us?
That's my quarterback.
No, we just it is what it is you're the quarterback, you're wanting to get paid, you got paid, it's time to win. And it's time to win rings.
But he's never shown that he can win.
Well, it's time. It doesn't matter now.
Okay.
They showed you the money, it's time to win. You make the throws. Like
they've showed him the money already.
Okay.
This is their second time.
I'm gonna say.
Hey, hold on. See you later, Blue.
They are who we thought they were. The Cowboys. Don't let them off the hook.
Stafford getting bailed out there.
Of course he is. Yep. That's what he does.
I need the Lions to win this. This game.
I know,
but
for
me tomorrow.
But
more than it already does.
Mr. Stafford is Mr. PI inside the red zone. Nobody gets more PI calls for him in the red zone. I mean, it's between him and Mahomes for sure.
Well, the guy wasn't
ball
even
placement.
Back, yeah, the guy wasn't even looking back at the ball. So,
idiot.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's. I mean, that pretty much. You can ask me any questions. I don't really need a minute because my team hasn't even played yet. I'll just go on a little. Let me just look. Tomorrow night, whenever you all get home from work and you're nestled in on your couches,
we're gonna be at football practice.
Everybody's cuddling around the TV.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be watching the greatest show on turf, and I don't care how much you dance your pecs, Tex. I don't care how many burner accounts you have on Rumble. But the San Francisco 49ers are going to finally put Aaron Rodgers out of his misery and cause him to retire tomorrow. The Jets season will end tomorrow because he will realize that no matter, even if they make the playoffs and make the Super Bowl, the team that he is playing, oh no, end around. Who is that? Who is that? You got to be kidding me.
Oh. Johnson.
Oh my gosh.
I think you're ahead of me.
What's the flag? Is it illegal motion? Okay, holding. There you go. Sorry, that interrupted my monologue.
All right,
but anyways,
minutes up.
It's up. 49ers win tomorrow.
Will the Niners are the NFL's only hope to stop the AFC East from starting the season 4-0. AFC East is the best conference in football. Proven this week. 3 wins so far, going for 4 tomorrow.
Okay. So if the Rams win this game and then the Niners have a chance to tie them because then they will be 3-1, the NFC West. Because the Seahawks won, the Rams could win this game, and then the 49ers.
They're not. Wow. They're cheating.
Of course they're cheating. It's Stafford. Of course they are.
NFC West is a bunch of cheaters.
I just want to know whose team is in last place right now.
Niners.
We don't have all the information.
Actually, they're not in last place. They're in third.
You can't.
Third place. Okay. All right. Okay. So your team is right now way below ours.
Okay. All right.
We're at 1,000. You're at 0.
If that's the case, then tell me who the better quarterback is of the 4 teams because the stats last year.
Right now, it's Dak.
I will say that
Josh Allen, 1,000% has better stats than all y'all's
That
quarterbacks.
touchdown he scored where he leaped over the guy.
I think
and
he
then
got a
broke his
hairline
hand.
fracture in his hand.
That was unreal, dude. I was like, wow, that was pretty cool. Sometimes they do stuff.
You know, stats don't mean anything, J-Vi. You can't bring stats into the MVP
Yep.
table.
I know.
Don't
It's
even
whoever's
try.
in
Yeah.
second place
Get
wins.
out of here with that.
Don't even try.
You got to look above the stats, dude. Caleb Williams led his team to victory on the back of 93
know.
passing yards. He didn't turn the ball over though, I don't think. So he did do that. Okay, we've got one more segment. Well, actually two, I think, but we're gonna run through this next one fairly quickly because it was just a summary of everything we talked about on Wednesday about what we were playing. So let's hit the electric football drop. It's so stupid. So stupid. Oh, I love that. Okay. Thank you to everyone who showed out for the Muck the Stalls Listener League Sunday main slate contest. We had 28 people jump in. We're going to try to get that thing all the way up to 200. And the winner this week was Sabres Bills 04.
What?
Yep.
That's right.
153.28. Followed by the guys from Fields of Fantasy DFS. They have a cool show. Go check theirs out. They were 148.6 and 139. Mr. Sabres Bills 04 played Anthony Richardson, Tyreek, Kenneth Walker, and the Chicago defense. So there you go. Nice job, Sabres Bills. And roasting our friend Eric, who comes on the show from time to time from Patriot Sports, who scored 71 points.
Wow. DYLON wasn't much better. DYLON didn't break 100.
Wow, DYLON, tell me you don't know ball without telling me you don't know ball.
Dude, DYLON, he sacrificed it all for the
Well,
Vikings.
he went heavy.
winning
He
game.
went heavy on the Vikings. The Vikings dominated their game, but they didn't put fantasy points up. I did play
course
their
not.
defense, though. I did play.
They have no playmakers. So that's the Muck the Stalls. Listen, look, if you're watching, we do one every week. It starts Sunday. It's for the entire slate. Join it. It'll be out on our Twitter as soon as Butch gets the link for next week, which usually happens early in the week. So we'll get it out there. Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
probably look for it like Tuesday.
Yeah. I got the tweet out so late. I was doing so many. I don't even know what I was doing, but I was doing a lot of stuff. I'm making graphics probably. I was
I'm over here doing things.
I was doing stuff. I was doing stuff. I can't remember what it was.
Looking busy.
Hey, if you do things, they get done.
That's a fact. Okay. The Goat Rack Bargain Bin. Here we go. Butch, I think you're going to be up. Now we were pretty good this week. We were actually pretty good. I tallied it up. We were 7-4 as far as our the betting goes. So here you go, Butch. Go ahead.
All right.
Tell the people.
So Saints to cover -4. I think that happened. Chargers Raiders.
4 touchdowns.
I didn't see what the score was of that.
That one is the only one you missed.
I think it was 22-17, maybe.
Yeah.
22-10.
It was close.
It was close. Oh wow. Yeah. Okay. Then Tennessee clearly covered against State.
Yeah.
Butch just getting absolute bombs over here.
And UNC in Charlotte, yes, that went over. So
what did Josh Oliver do?
Oliver, I have no clue.
Okay.
He had to do better than anybody else. I don't know who was a good tight end.
I don't. Pitts maybe because he scored a touchdown. Tight ends didn't really do much today.
Yeah, Pitts wasn't. He was okay. I had Pitts.
I think Pitts ended up being on the Millie lineup, which was
that's what I'm saying.
Depressingly low.
He scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
So
Tell me about it. Freaking Kenneth Walker, dude. Zach Charbonnet gets the touchdown late, and I'm like, that cost me a lot of money. Foster Moreau was the number 1 tight end, and Brock Bowers was number 2, and Pitts was number 3. So there you go. Anyways.
Golly.
All right, Butch, nice job. Way to go, dude. Nice week there. That's 3 out of 4. J-Vi, let him have it.
I told y'all Boise State minus 19.5. It ended up getting to 21. Took that. Boise State loses by 3.
Oh, what a game. What a game.
I picked the Browns money line just to talk crap to X and Butch.
Oh, yeah.
Backfired in my face.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Backfired in my face.
How's that taste? How's that taste?
Uh-huh.
Ray Davis for the Bills played a handful of snaps, maybe 10. Had a 1 or 2 decent runs, but the Bills never really got like inside the 5 for him to run it in. James Cook looked great, so I think he had like 90 total yards receiving and rushing, but Ray Davis got like 4 points in fantasy, so not a great play.
Yeah, he had 3.7. He does look good, though, but the Bills running backs are the most frustrating running backs of all time because they'll do everything in between the 10s, and then once they get down there, it's pretty much Josh Allen hurling 6 dudes into the end zone.
Josh Allen did throw one of the worst fade touchdown routes I've ever seen thrown in my entire life. It was like a dart on a line to Coleman after Coleman made a ridiculous catch the play before.
Yeah.
But he's never had to throw those before.
Let's not throw around ridiculous. Let's not do that. Okay. Here we go. I was, I think, 1-1. Yeah. Houston.
You have 4 things up there. You were 1 for 1.
Well, the betting. I don't know how to calculate
because they didn't count.
I don't know how to calculate the DFS as a win, but we need to set some parameters to see if that's a win.
Fire
Flames.
I would say Fire Flames win, Ice Cubes lost. Nothing is you can say that doesn't count.
Okay, Jaleel McLaughlin doesn't count because he got you 6.8.
That's all right. I should.
He didn't have Flames. He didn't have Ice Cubes.
Yeah, but like Justin Jefferson had Ice
Yeah,
Cubes and he had 15 points.
Well, I know, but it's relative to your price.
Yeah. So I say that's nothing then. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nothing. You get, you're paying for 4.3 points. He did more than that, so technically that's a win. And then Dortch.
No, technically it's nothing.
Yeah.
Like you said.
Dortch had 11.1, so that's a win.
Was he Fire Flames?
No,
it's nothing. So you were 1 for 1. You were right. Good.
All right. The over in Seattle and Denver, told you. Hit. Boom. Told you. And then the Houston 2.5, they won by 2. Stupid. Anyways,
didn't hit.
But that game was fun to watch, I'll tell you that. So that was mine. Tex? Maybe? Nope. DYLON's up. Brock Bowers was the number 2.
No, your voice is up. Brock Bowers.
Brock Bowers. Go ahead then.
Brock Bowers had a good game. Rookie. Looked really good. Josh Palmer, I don't know what he did.
I think he got tossed.
I had Baker Mayfield, optimal DFS lineup, plus 25 rushing yards. He had 21, didn't hit.
Palmer got tossed.
Sorry.
He got tossed.
Palmer had 3.5 points. Yeah. That's a loss.
There was a fight in that game, and like several guys got ejected, and I'm pretty sure Palmer was a part of that.
Isn't he wide receiver 1 for this?
Look at the Lions just cramming it down their throat right now.
Dude, I'll tell you this. Baker Mayfield was the number 2 QB on the slate, right behind Josh Allen.
Are we getting cocky? Are we getting cocky Baker back?
Throwing day.
Baker was cooking, dude.
Yeah.
Now, the Commanders' defense gave up 31 points a game last year, so
I also needed that plus 20, the 25 plus rushing yards, but he only had 21.
He's lost his slide though. Baker Mayfield has lost his slide.
That's what I'm saying. Are we getting cocky Baker back?
I got to see the slide. I got to see him slide like a baseball dude and pop up. When he's doing that, he's back. He's strutting around like a peacock, dude. All right, Tex.
App State did not show up to play from the first snap.
No, from the third snap.
It was bad. I mean, it was
Yeah,
bad.
third snap.
Third
It was
snap.
bad. It was
That
bad.
was
Yeah,
as
come on,
bad
give
of
them
a
some
game
credit
as
here.
I've watched
Third
them
snap.
Oh
play.
no!
Yeah.
Oh no!
That was
Here
as
it
bad
comes.
of a game as I've watched them play against a Power 5 team in a long time.
Tell the people
Is
why you picked
Texas
that.
back? Yes.
No. Who's more back, Miami or Texas?
Texas.
I don't know about that. Michigan
I don't,
sucks.
did you watch that Texas game?
No,
It was good.
I watched some of it. I don't know what I was doing.
Dude, Jared Goff and Matt Stafford are the same quarterback.
It's hilarious. They switched. Ooh, is Monroe okay? Wow. Anyways, what do you get? What else do you have to say about Texas?
They looked really good.
Okay.
They
SEC
didn't-
should be the rest of the SEC should be worried.
The rest
The
of the SEC
Big time.
sucks. The SEC
Did-
sucks.
It should be worried big time.
They play
Yeah.
Georgia this year?
I don't know.
No, I think
Why
so.
not?
I'll
know the schedule,
find
dude.
out. I'll find out.
I mean, Alabama got everything they can handle from USF. Mississippi State got absolutely dog walked by Arizona State. Auburn got crushed again. Like, what are we doing here? The SEC is still, people are yelling at me. It's top to bottom. It's the best.
Yeah,
Did
they
we
play
put it up?
Georgia
No, it's
October
not.
19th.
Oh.
How does
Ooh.
Baby.
how the Ole Miss do? And Georgia
Miss-
and Tennessee and
Ole Miss played like Duquesne or something. Stop
School of
it.
the Deaf and the Blind.
And NC State stinks. They
Well,
should have
NC
lost to
State's in the
Western
ACC.
Carolina.
NC State is the 24th ranked team in the country. Now,
NC
you
State
hush.
should have lost to Western Carolina. By the way, Grayson McCall has lost all of his swagger. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
swag
he is.
is gone.
it's gone, dude. But anyways, all right. So the total for that, guys, we were 7-4.
Nice.
Well, if we take out Texas' ridiculous money line bet on App State and J-Bice, both of those we're just doing that because we love App State and J-Bice wanted to root against the Cowboys.
So what you're saying is, of the 7 wins, 5 of them are from the Cowboys fans.
No,
Winning
I had
all
lost. I had a
You
weekend.
loss.
gave 4 bets, Butch. You
I
gave
had-
4
Winning
bets.
all
I gave 4
weekend.
bets and hit 3 of them.
Well, three out of 4. So who's the winner? 3-4. Tell me.
Bam, 75%.
go.
And Tex hit what? 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3.
No, he didn't.
Yes,
The
he
over
did.
didn't hit. The over hit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't
it
think
hit late.
Oh.
Yeah.
J-Vi.
That's the same game, though. That's one bet.
Same game parlay.
I don't know about
Hey,
that.
that's
Same
his
game
He's
bet.
parlay.
already-
Hey, it's 2 bets.
So
Hey,
he's
don't
already
come dump on his bets.
just get
Mind
better,
your,
dude.
mind your own bets over there. Mind your own bet
Hey,
business.
Tex cost me my parlay, so I'm going to take it out on him. He told me to bet App
Uh.
State. I never bet against my own team.
Wow, dude.
Wow, dude. So App State's not your team anymore?
Whoa.
Well, I just can't bet. I just can't bet in their games. You can't bet on your team's games, and you made me do it in my parlay, and it cost me my parlay.
You should
Wow,
have thrown in the
Tex.
Air Force. You should have thrown the Air Force under
Saboteur.
instead.
Saboteurs.
I
Edge.
did. Air Force. I did Buku's bet. I did the Air Force under. I did my bet, and then I did App State plus 18.
Wow.
And they
And you
lost
didn't do
by
my bet?
46.
What are you doing?
Dude, how about Edge being the Clemson version of Eric Church?
Yes. Dude, Edge was like the mayor out there in the RV lot. He was taking me around,
RV Brown?
Dapping
Inter-
people up.
introduced me to people.
Did you
They're
hit
like,
the funnel?
"Hey, Edge." I mean, everybody knew who Edge was out there.
Did you hit the funnel?
No
Did
wonder
not do the funnel.
no wonder he couldn't wear App State. That would have oh man, no wonder.
Yeah,
He's a politician.
yeah.
Wow.
He was out there shaking hands and kissing babies.
Wow. Wow.
I'm sure he did kiss a baby.
The
I'm
landlord.
sure he did.
Hey, he did throw out. He had that George Foreman running, and that thing he's cooking some nice stuff on that thing.
Did he have a towel on whenever he was doing it? Was he fanning it
Did
with a
not
towel?
have did not have the towel.
Oh. Okay. All right, we got to figure out a way to monitor. I'll make it. I'll make another table. I'll make an Excel sheet / table on Word document that looks like an Excel sheet to keep track.
No.
Do we have to put Bills fans through it?
Oh no, Javon's never been through one, so he wouldn't know.
Grandfather in. You never been
Make
to
a
the
graphic
Niners
of him
Stadium.
going through one though. Okay, hit the how dare you thing.
How dare you? How dare you? How dare me? How dare you? How dare you?
How dare you, sir? You're gross.
How dare you?
How dare you? Who wants to go first?
I can go first because I've already gone over mine. I mean, the refs, terrible for everybody in the league this week, one. But
of course, it's
the new kickoff rule, I'm just not a fan. I don't like every kickoff having half the screen plastered with this landing zone.
Yeah, that's annoying.
And I just think it's a silly new rule. I think it's a gimmick thing. I just don't like it.
I don't
It puts the
understand
kicker in a bad
the
spot.
landing zone if you don't have to land it in the landing zone.
Dude, I don't know.
If you don't land it in the landing zone, it's like the ball went out of bounds and the team gets it at the 40.
But
So
they're kicking it in the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, that's the only way it doesn't matter. Like if you kick it and it
That's what I'm
lands
saying.
before
Like
the 20.
Then extend the landing zone back there.
Well, no, because
Like,
you can run it out of there.
It's like, hey, you can't kick it out of the back of the end zone.
That's a touchback.
Like, well, I'm just saying, I don't know. Yeah,
You're
it's
saying
ridiculous.
paint the whole field.
I'm saying you got to
the
keep it.
whole 100 yards landing zone.
You got to keep it inside the field of play.
You know what
even
they
on
should
the
do?
bounce.
Every kickoff, they should just move it. Like one kickoff, it's in between the hashes, landing zone. The next kickoff, it's from the left hash to the sideline, landing zone. They should move it around, and then add a little bit on the kicker. Yeah,
I think it would be weird too, as the kicker.
It's just weird.
If you're out there by yourself, like when I used to kick off, I used to like looking at that gunner getting all jacked up, getting ready to run through the wedge.
Yeah.
Before I'm kicking off. Now the guys just
like doing this.
It looks like a practice drill to me. I think that's why I don't like it. Like it looks like we're gonna do this practice drill. I just want you to kick some balls to the deep corner. That's what it feels like to me.
Here's the other dumb thing: is my dumb brain can't handle seeing the regular kickoff in college and then turning on Sunday and being like, "What is this?"
Yes.
And for those who can't see, Tex was just sulking in the back of his couch in full-on tilt mode. He went all the way back, like 10 feet away from the screen because the Rams just scored. He was Macaulay sulking back there. Mr. Home Alone himself. Okay,
This is what parlays do to me.
You still got time. More like par LAs. Oh, because the Rams are cramming it up your cram hole.
That golf interception was brutal.
My how dare you was to Disney Plus, ESPN, Hulu, because I tried to call them and bundle all those into one thing. And it all started because DirecTV lost ESPN. So I was trying to figure out if I could get ESPN Plus to watch the app game. But I called them and they were like, yeah, you can't bundle all those if you have different accounts. You got to cancel all your regular ones and then just re-sign up. And I'm like, this is absolutely ridiculous that you cannot just merge my account with my wife's. This is stupid. Streaming is dumb. I will never. Streaming's stupid. How dare you?
You remember that time where you could just have TV and all the channels was there for you?
Yeah, dude. Instead of having to call and bundle the channels I already had on the box that have now been separated and trying to bundle them back into a mini box, which I then have to line up next to another box with.
The thing is, though, with DirecTV not having ESPN, you're not going to be able to watch the games that are on ESPN because you have to still provide a cable provider.
I know. I've already run into that problem. So, yeah, hence the how dare you. Text, do you have one?
My how dare you goes out to all the Cowboys haters. Thinking that we were going to be done this year. Thinking it's going to be over. And this is just the start. It's my quarterback. It's my team. Can't wait.
Here we go.
That's right. Here we go.
Here we go.
Yes.
Butch, what about
you
your
had
how
a
dare
little
you?
bit of a deeper voice than what Dak does, but yeah, you were close.
What's your how dare you, Butch?
Let's see. I was going to touch up on the illegal formation, but I think J-Vi's probably already blitzed
the
with
refs.
that one.
The refs.
Yeah, the refs. He's Bills
Well-
and Chiefs fans aren't that different. The refs. We get it.
But I don't know. The Panthers, the Bills giving up being the Chiefs minor league team. That's a how dare you. They give up Xavier Worthy, McDuffie, and whoever the guy was 3 years ago. How
Mahomes.
dare you? Yeah.
Dude, we've already been
that
over
guy.
this, dude.
And then I don't know. The Panthers giving up all their picks. How dare you? That's just a disgrace out there.
Yeah.
That's not. I really think the Georgia Bulldogs could beat them.
Oh, yes. Let's start that conversation. Could the Georgia Bulldogs beat the Carolina Panthers? That's a good question. Very good question.
Short drive. Short drive. We could set that up right there.
Yeah.
Dude, hey, Duke's Mayo Bowl Classic next year.
Dude, hey,
Georgia
there you
versus
go.
the Panthers.
Did you guys see the Duke's Mayo Bowl logo there? It looked like it was from like 80s.
I didn't see. I was watching the game too. I didn't pay attention to the logo.
But anyway, it was cracking me up. I was like, where did they get that? Are they trying to be funny here? Or what?
Probably. It's a Mayo Bowl.
Yeah.
All right.
Was it a picture of Will Levis doing the splits on
It was a picture
mayonnaise?
of Will Levis slipping on mayonnaise and throwing that interception. His hands are too slippery. He eats too much mayonnaise. He can't. I mean, he's basically moisturizing his own hands with all that mayonnaise. Texas leaned way back, way out of the frame. He's on full tilt. His parlay hangs on the arm of Jared Goff.
Not who you wanted to. Hey,
Nope.
Second year in a row. I got my email from DraftKings. Second year in a row.
Yeah.
Lions were my most played team.
Oh, jeez. I got to check mine. All right. Thanks. Thanks,
was the
Mr.
Bucks.
CEO of Stats. All right. Wodamaker standings. Butch P out to an early lead. 2 wins. J-Vi with 1. And the rest of us have 0 so far.
300.
Who's winning tonight so far? Butch.
I don't know.
Butch is winning. Battling with J-Vi.
Oh, he dropped it.
Oh, Tex. Tex is
Oh,
in
my
shambles.
goodness.
We're at the
He
Texas
was-
face.
He was open too.
Need to update the shambles meter. Texas face right now. All right. Recommend our show to a friend. Talk to us on social media. We'll yell at you if you're an SEC fan. We will yell at you if you're a Caleb Williams stan, because right now we're right, and there's nothing you can tell us that makes us think we're not right. And follow us on all of our. Did I add that? Did I add that slide? I think I did. Yeah, there you go. Follow us on all these socials. All of these right here. Wednesdays, Thursday nights, we do a live show. The podcast comes out Mondays and Thursdays. So check us out there. All the clips and nonsense. And we will see you, I guess, Wednesday. I think so.
We love football. Yeah, it's our passion.
Oh, Bill.